Have you ever met such a cruel girl? All because she saw a classmate showing off her watch, she deliberately knocked the girl to the ground. Then, while pretending to help her up, she slyly stole the watch. But that wasn't even the worst part. On this particular Children's Day, the medal that was originally supposed to be awarded to Emma was suddenly given to Jack, who was sitting next to her. This made Emma instantly furious, and an evil thought began to form in her mind. After the ceremony, Emma secretly lured Jack to the mountain behind the school. The two of them passed through the forest and arrived at the edge of a cliff. At that moment, Emma gave Jack a sinister look and pushed him off the cliff. As for the teacher, she too became a target of Emma's revenge. One day, as the teacher was driving home, a wasp suddenly appeared inside the car. At first, the teacher didn't pay much attention to it, but then the wasp crawled onto her face and even moved into her hair. Panicking, the teacher swatted at it, nearly crashing the car in the process. Fortunately, she managed to stop safely without any serious incident, thinking it was just an unfortunate accident. After driving the wasp out, she continued on her way, unaware of the danger lurking in the back seat. Unbeknownst to her, there was an entire wasp nest in the back. As you can imagine, the outcome for the teacher was not good. The next day, Emma's father was driving home and passed by the scene of the teacher's car accident. At first, he had no idea what had happened, but later, after hearing that the accident was related to the wasp nest, he instinctively looked up and noticed that the wasp nest under the eaves of their own house was gone. The strange events kept pointing to his daughter. He began to suspect that his daughter was mentally disturbed. So, the next morning, he took Emma to a psychological clinic. However, due to Emma's exceptional acting skills, the doctor didn't notice anything unusual about her. Since her father often worked late, he hired a young nanny to keep Emma company. One day, Emma caught the nanny stealing from her father. From then on, Emma began to blackmail the nanny, ordering her to serve her like a servant. But the nanny wasn't an easy target either. One day, when Emma wasn't home, the nanny sneaked into her room and, by chance, found Jack's medal. That night, the medal was hung in her father's room. The father, helpless, asked Emma why Jack's medal was there. Emma lied, saying that Jack had lent it to her, but she hadn't had a chance to return it before he died. Her story was so convincing, and with the doctor's diagnosis, her father was once again convinced that Emma was innocent. However, Emma's anger toward the nanny grew. That night, Emma lured the nanny to the warehouse. As the nanny entered the room, the warehouse door suddenly slammed shut behind her. At the same time, a huge fire erupted in the back of the warehouse, while Emma stood outside, watching her with cold, unblinking eyes through the window.